Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner, and it's Tuesday. Okay? It is Tuesday. Y'all know what that means. It is Taco Tuesday, Tequila Tuesday. It is also TD Tuesday. But y'all know, pick your own tea. Okay? I can't pick the tea for y'all. That's on y'all, okay? But happy Tuesday. Look, I had no plans of coming live today because one, it wasn't much going on, okay? Yeah. And then two, I was really busy at work. That's why I did not even set up the live until 8 o'clock, okay? So, this is the only graphic I have. We're going to be sharing from my IG and just running it. Okay, we're going to just chit chat about the stories going on. It was either this or nothing. Okay, it was either this or nothing. And I know y'all will always prefer this rather than get nothing. Okay, because again, at least 4 days a week. During the week, the work week, I got to come live for us to have our little nightly talk show about the things going on around here. Okay, we're going to discuss random stuff, but we're going to have conversation about random stuff. And then also, these folks, celebrities, will be discussed as well. Because I have opinions on that and whatnot. Okay, now, where is that? Okay, there. First, do a couple things for me. Okay, please make sure that you've already subscribed. Okay, please like the video, comment in the comment section because it's a conversation between me and y'all. Share it, which means hit the share button. Okay, you can follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG and Twitter and tick of the top. Okay, now I'm here too. Hi. How is everybody doing? Yeah. Anyway, I just said, look, let's come on here and just have a good conversation about whatever's going on, whatever. Okay. Hey to the people. Hi to everyone who's watching around the world. Okay. Wherever you at. Because I'm here in Michigan. The air is all messed up here, but I'm alive. Okay, New York got the smoke from Canada. Now we get into whatever. Our sky's not orange, but you can spell it in it. Okay, but hi. Okay, how y'all doing? Okay, I hope y'all around here ready to have a good time. Because even when I don't plan the show and I just have to run it for what it is and just go through the topics that's on IG, and it's some stuff I have also from the Jasmine brand. But again, the point is we're gonna have a conversation, okay, about whatever it is that's happening. Because some folks chilling or whatever, and if they're chilling, that's fine. We can still discuss it, okay? But hi. Okay, hey, JayLeesCorner, I'm so ready for tonight's chat. Watch this stuff without your comments. This isn't normal. And that, you know what? I appreciate that, okay? Because y'all not here for the glitz and the glam, okay? It's really here for the commentary, okay? Y'all here for my foolishness. And then for y'all conversations and all that stuff, okay? It is what it is, okay? But yeah, I like those chili for all day machine too. It is because it's not like it's a weird day. I left work and I was like, it's a bit chilly. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, the air smells funny. Like the air to me smell like acetone. And I was like, oh, the air really is. Because I was like, I'm going here and go home. Okay, I ain't going no outside. I'm chilling. Okay, I'm chilling. So they had advised if you're gonna be outside, whatever, to wear a mask. I go outside to go to my car, drive to work, walk into work, walk out of work, walk back in my house. That's it. So, for the work week. So I'm not outside as much at all, and now tomorrow when I leave, I may put a mask on because it's just weird. Okay, it's just weird around here. And I'm like, Jesus, we don't want to play them games. We don't play them games. But yeah, it's hit. And I seen Ashley, who's in Chicago, she posted about how their air quality is really, really crazy because of Canada. Canada's fucking everything up. I blame Tory Lanez. I blame him. That's the Canadian. Anytime something going on in the starts in Canada, we don't just blame Tory Lanez. It's his fault. He did it and we don't like it. Okay. Now, I did not have time to do no fun stuff, but I pulled out some of my black card revoke cards, and I'm like, can I pull a few for us to have some questions real fast in the beginning, okay? Because I still always want to be sure that we have a good time around here, even when I cannot get to do. So I have this. What is this one called? This one's called Urban. I got them on off camera. I'm loaded. This one's called Urban Trivia. So I'm thinking, up until the 10-12 minute mark, I may ask y'all some stuff. I did not have time to pull out any leads and see what it is. So I can't really be like, oh, well, she missed whatever. I just pulled out some real fast because I like to have something fun in the beginning. Okay, because I feel like it just loosens the atmosphere. Okay, it gives folk time to get in here. Okay, and stuff. What's despair? It's despair in the air, and I feel like that's why everybody going crazy around here. We don't blame Tory Lanez. That's it. He the culprit. If Tory Lanez, if Tory Lanez bald-headed daddy can blame Rock Nation for that man being in jail, I can blame Tory Lanez for the reason the air is messed up around here. I just feel like it's fair. Okay. I just feel like Bishop Robbery has been Bishop Robbery have been very, very, very quiet recently. I feel like it's because the Robbersary coming up. You know what I'm saying? He's preparing for the Robbersary. He's still having, services at home in his house. We still feel like, we still think his wife left him. We've never seen him with his wife, so we can't even say it because we don't see them together. However, he may be lonely. And what do the lonely do around Christmas time? They be lonely and be quiet. So I think he being quiet because he ain't enough to do. Trust and believe. With the minute somebody say his name 3 times in the mirror, you're gonna pop up with some foolishness. But I'm just waiting for the Robert Verse to come around here so we can have a little not a celebration. But I just wonder what antics he gonna put up for the Robert Verse. I don't know, but it's kind of crazy. Okay, but hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Okay, now look. Okay. Let me see. Cause do I have all my stuff set? I do. You know what? Because I also don't want to be long. Cause I still have to watch Atlanta Housewives. I still need to watch Love and Marriage Detroit. The time got away from me. Lord Jesus. Girl, the air getting to my throat. Can't have the air getting to my throat. I like my throat. I love my throat. I don't want to go nowhere. But the point is, I did not want to be too long. So, we're not going to do the game stuff. Let's go ahead, because it's been 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and get into what I saved on my IG. Because yesterday, because we had a full-fledged conversation about the awards, I had saved stuff, and then it was already too much going on. Okay, so as I said, I don't have no graphics. We sharing from here. We're gonna just run it. It's gonna be that or whatever, topic by topic. Who I want to go to first? So let's go to. So y'all know Miss Nikki Baby. She was on Love and Marriage, not Girl Love and Marriage. She was on Love and Hip Hop. I think Love Hip Hop Hollywood. She pregnant by Leangelo Ball. She wrote a whole little "I love you" back to my man to him, and said, "I thank God for you. Okay, I want to thank you for everything you do. Okay, you came into my life, breaking down my wall, teaching me a healthy love, a love with trust and communication, loyalty and respect. God knew what He was doing when He sent you. He told me, wait, be patient. Everything will work out, and it was the best thing that has happened to me yet. Meeting you and our son on the way. You always show up for me. You never miss an ultrasound. You've been there for me every step of the way, comforting me when I panic, which happens quite often. You're always there for me and reassure me everything will be always be okay. Okay, I'm so grateful to have you and do this life with you and continue to make memories with you. Love you. Now, first of all, I said, now she's 32. It says she's 32. They 8 years apart. You know what I'm saying? And, I felt like, well, first of all, God said wait because he wasn't legal. God said don't date that man yet because he ain't legal around here. So calm down, wait for him to turn at least 21, 22, 23, so that it don't look like, something ain't supposed to be. So God said sometimes the man you supposed to be with, he ain't legal yet. Sometimes you got to wait. But congrats to them on having they're gonna have a boy, and congrats to them on the love they share together. Okay, now Casanova. Now he's a rapper. Casanova. I feel like he was one of the first dudes who was rapping and got caught up in the Rico stuff or whatever, and went to jail. He been in jail. He been locked up for a minute. Well, he was sentenced to 15 years. Okay. Now, again, he was one of the 18 members of the untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation. Why they pick names that sound like a gang? Like, why would you not be like have a name that don't sound like you doing bad things? That's a name. The Untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation. I mean, they came for you. I touched. The gang would travel racketeering, taking people out of the world, okay, some narcotics and more. So he been in jail for a couple of years, if you ask me. He was the 12th defendant in the whole Rico thing. Okay, he was 12th. Out of the 18 members, he was number 12. Okay, he was sentenced to 15 years. He's been in jail for 2 years already. And it said, the U.S. attorney said, Casanova Mama called that boy at birth. Caswell Sr. is not just a notorious recording artist, but he is also a high-profile leader of a vicious street gang and a magnet for gang violence. Okay, and a crowd in a Miami house party. It says he personally powed that injured somebody and could have took somebody out of this world. And they also say he right here recruiting people to do stuff that ain't legal. So he was 15. Now, right after he was sentenced to 15 years, his girlfriend, they've been together for a while. His girlfriend, Jazzy said, we're going to walk this shit together. So she going to do 15 years with that man. Now, they've been together for a while. I think she's also the mother of his children or a child or whatever. She said, I got you. Now, my question to y'all is, if your baby daddy, hey, ma, that's my mama. Say she a fool. If your man was sentenced to 15 years behind federal prison bar, it's federal, behind the federal prison bars, would you wait? Would you do the 15-year stretch with him? I don't think I would do 15 years. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. And you can love him from afar. Like, I would be like, she a fool. Well, that's how he lived his life with two options. Pick one. Red or the blue pill. Which one you want? We don't. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not doing 15 years. Because when you are with somebody who's in prison, you do the time with them. Unless, look, this is how I would be able. Yeah, my fan be blowing, and it blow my hair on my ear, and I always feel like it's something on my ear, but it be my little hair blowing. This is the only way I will be able to do 15 years with somebody. Okay, it would have to be an open relationship, meaning I can be out here living life. I still love you. I'll still be here for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that tomorrow I'm going to go on a date, but in a year or two, I'm probably going to go on a date. I'm probably going to go get some penis from somebody. Okay, because it's a long time. It would have to be an open relationship where I am not having to also sit around for 15 years and not do nothing. That's the only way I will be able to do it, because I can't look. No, ma'am. I don't want to sit and I don't want to put my life on pause because of your decisions. It's not, I always say, if your man go to jail for protecting you, defending you, doing something to defend the family from harm's way. Okay, if he had pow somebody and was protecting the family, okay, cool. I would say, okay, stick it out, because he went in there trying to defend the family. But when your man is out here racketeering and making things federal, that's the one time I feel like you have a right to say, you know what, deuces, I don't want to do it. Right, the judge broke us up. I'll write you. Because I don't believe in people putting their lives on hold for people who committed a crime of the racketeering. Okay, out here just racquetballing it. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference to me. He didn't go to jail for some heroic situation. Now look, he got found guilty, so that means he probably did it or whatever. So you was out here knowingly racketeering things. You knew what may happen. Why should I have to suffer for you? If you dating somebody who around here playing federal games, if you're with somebody who's playing federal games, put some money up. Okay, you got to keep some money close to your vest, because when they go around here to sit down for 15 years, you at least have some financial security. But I'm not around here waiting 15, no, even if she's 30, because I don't know how old she is. Even if she's 30, I'm gonna give her 30. Okay. She'll be 45 before he get out. And that's if he don't do more dirt in there. And then it has to be held down for another 5. You know what I'm saying? No. Are we married? No, we're not married. And you were doing some racketeering? No. Thank you, Dwayne. It doesn't I can do it. It doesn't I can do it if wait. Oh, right. If it's federal, I can't. It's federal. It's federal. I can't do nothing. Hands washed. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? So I don't understand why anyone, and I'm like, man, he was just sentenced 2 minutes ago, and you already, baby, it's me and you. Now, y'all know he was also the one who, they had just put a story out that he had get sliced. You know, he was attacked in prison. And he was, his Facebook or whatever. And she was out here like, what y'all mean? Okay, let's address, now that he's sentenced, let me address this. I said they saying you got $150, baby. He video called me and said they must be talking about that $150 you put on my commissary. The boy looked good. Y'all tried it with the $150. He got a little $2. Ma'am, it's federal. Even if it's a $2 federal thing, 15 years, girl, that ain't no $2. No, that's at least $20. If you got 15, if a $150 is whatever, I don't know, then he got $20. You hear me? And she then showed the little cut on his face. I'm like, man, I think that man trying to sue the prison for him getting hurt. Why you posting proof that he ain't really hurt? You messing with the money. He trying to make sure for the next 15 years he got some money, and you fucking it up. You can't be around here showing that he not really hurt. And maybe she's saying, I'm going to sit with him for 15 because, I don't want anyone thinking I'm not going to be by his side. But come, in about 2-3 months, hell, even in 2-3 years, I didn't mean it. My fingers was crossed. Ma'am, just stop. Just stop. Look, we have to look. Unless the person went down a path of trying to, help the family, it's a no for me. It's a no for me. Y'all know Jacquees had got arrested, right? This had happened right before I think the BET Awards came out. Okay, he was arrested. Singer Jacquees, born Rodriguez. Jacquees. That man first name ain't Jacquees. That man first name was Rodriguez. Jacquees Broadnecks, Lord. He's going viral because of his mugshot when he was arrested. He was arrested in Georgia. He was charged with a misdemeanor of simple battery plus a misdemeanor charge of willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. Okay. Now his face looked, he was fighting somebody. His face looked real droopy. Real droopy. And I don't know why is it? Are those? Did he cut his locks? Are those twists? What kind of hairstyle is that? Maybe it's some twisty locks. I don't know. But he was fighting somebody. At the end of the day, he was fighting somebody. I don't know who won. Well, I guess the cops won because he was in jail. Okay. But it said that he was booked into Gwinnett County Jail at 1:26 a.m. and was released on bond that morning. He was bonded out for $3,700. And he put down $40. $40. Lord gee. It was 10%. If it was 10% of that's not even. I don't know. The point is, He was in there. He got out. Okay. Now, I feel like, sir, what you out here doing? What you doing? 29 years old. What you out here doing? Okay. Who you put your hands on? Okay. A simple battery means who you did you hit a cop? Now, the face he had when he got booked a couple days ago, his face looks so like it just looks so beaten up. You hear me? He put up another photo showing how he don't look that bad no more. His lip went down. Well, no, he took a picture from above. Okay, he took one from above because I don't want no one thinking I don't look the same. No, sir, your lip may still be a little bit swollen. I mean, his eyes don't look. His face don't look as droopy. His face don't look as droopy. So was he drunk somewhere? Could you look? Because what it was. Let me go back. This is a droopy. Were you tired? Was you sleepy? Was you hungry? Like, what was happening? But he out now. We don't know who was fighting. He said, "My face don't look like that no more. Leave me alone." Okay. Is Jacquees really like an artist that folks be like checking for? I don't be checking for Jacquees. And speaking of not checking for folk, Bow Wow. Now, Bow Wow, I don't know what Bow Wow be doing, okay? I feel like Bow Wow made a whole bunch of money as Bow Wow back in the day, and he living off the fruits of his labor. I think that for real. But Bow Wow be on these red carpets talking, and not like Bow Wow, be quiet. Okay? Go ahead and bounce it. Now, Bow Wow said he was talking to the people on the red carpet at the BET Awards, and they were asking him about, the artists, around here, whatever. And Bow Wow said they be making some crappy music, okay? He was up and talking.
For hip-hop and anything. So how do you feel about that?
Putting out trash-ass music.
Not trash-ass music. It's real low, so I won't play it all. My point is, Bow Wow up here trying to tell other folks, why haven't Bow Wow had no label? Like, I feel like Bow Wow, like, what does he do now? I mean, he got the little do-rags. He got 2 kids. He can't get with Alan Simmons no more. Like, I'm like, what does Bow Wow do on a regular Tuesday? Because I don't think nobody cares. I think Bow Wow has made himself be kind of lame because he still hold on to who he used to be, and he has never elevated. I feel like Bow Wow is a grown man, but he's also a little boy, and they be confusing me, whatever. But Bow Wow, some of the music currently is trash. He said how it would not be, like played 30 years from now. And I said, well, Bow Wow, I mean, can y'all hear bounce with me in 30 years? I ain't never had that. Some of his songs, yes. Bow Wow made some good songs. But I feel like even his songs are different than old hip-hop songs or whatever. But I mean, let's be quiet. Let's be quiet, okay? Eva Marcille was also interviewing. Y'all know she went through that divorce, her and Michael Sterling. We haven't heard much from them, but what she said was, I'm at peace. I'm at peace.
And
y'all heard that, roommates?
No, it's
y'all
the truth,
heard that?
though, with the fact that you are leading when it comes to media and to our culture and the respect of the privacy, because we are a family unit. I do have 3 beautiful children.
Yes,
my entire world.
Yes,
and we're figuring it out.
Okay. Yeah. So you're feeling good post-divorce?
I'm feeling amazing.
Good,
Life is good. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing we forget. We always want to work. We want to make money. And what are you doing? But no one stops and asks, are you happy?
Yeah.
How's your heart?
Yeah.
Being at peace.
Yeah.
And being at peace, it feels so good.
Yeah.
I'm like, what was Michael doing? When people, I'm at peace. I'm like, was your household crazy? What happened? But when folks say I'm at peace, I'm cool with that. Okay. Now, at first, Michael was like not trying to go through the divorce. I think he will now. But if she happy, and y'all know the new season of All the Queen's Men starts, I think it's July 20th, if I'm mistaken, on BT Plus. But if she happy, I love it. You know what I'm saying? She said she has 3 beautiful kids. She's at peace. things are going good. You know what I'm saying? Now, she was also asked about Housewives. Now, the funny thing is that she said, I don't watch it. No. But Eva is busy and booked. You know, she's really busy and booked. And her saying, like, I'm not for the forced drama, because it's like when you ask people about their opinion on stuff, it's like they have to watch it
to display what it is to be a beautiful Black person in Atlanta and live the life that we live without having all the drama. So, I mean, since I haven't seen it, I can't speak on it, but I love all my girls.
Would you ever go back?
No.
She would not go back. I feel like Eva don't ever need to go back to Housewives. I feel like because she's an actress now. You know what I'm saying? She's an actress now. And I feel like her going back, because you know, when you sign on for Housewives, you have to dedicate like 6 months or so to strictly filming. And that can be hard when you are on a whole, like she's on a whole successful show. I mean, Candy does it, but Candy be so damn busy, girl. That's crazy. But I don't want Eva back, only because sometimes when you out here really, really working, doing movies and TV shows, and you come back to Housewives, it don't make sense. It don't make sense at all. So her saying, no, I won't go back. I'm not, she shouldn't. She ain't got to. I feel like some people need Housewives solely because it's how they promote their business. Like Candy uses Housewives to promote all she has going on. It's a platform. You know what I'm saying? Candy also has other things, but she uses it to promote. Kenya. I think Kenya needs it. Wow, she has Kenya more hair care. I think Kenya still needs the Housewives for a little bit of money. I think all the other women too. So I think when people come back to Housewives who's been gone for a while, it's because they need the check, or they need the platform to promote something into their next check or their next gig. Eva, cool. I feel like they're not gonna cancel All the Queen's Men anytime soon. She also does other movies on BT as well, so it makes sense. It makes sense, okay? But I like Eva the diva, okay? Let's go to Sukiana. Sukiana get a bit of backlash, okay? Now, I feel like Sukiana, sometimes she wants things both ways. And I feel like we all know the thing that happened with her and oh boy, which was not okay. But I feel like I've seen her say things, and when someone say, girl, you maybe don't say that, I'ma say, I don't care. Well, she was around here, what she said, I think it's an actual lyric in a song of hers. Jeffrey Dahmer ain't got on me the way I eat black ninjas out. And I was like, well, that's a weird thing to say. I feel like people don't realize you can be a player of words. You can play around words, whatever. You can be a wordsmith, but you have to also know that sometimes what a person says is not, you shouldn't say it. Now, when folk was upset with her for saying that, she did say, so they make a whole movie about Jeffrey Dahmer, but I can't make a verse about him. I'm a rapper. Y'all pick and choose too much. I said what I said. Now I'm performing it. I'm performing it. Move on. I feel like the movie about that man, the movie about him was about what he did. But you talk about how you eat more people than he. I'm like, ma'am, people died. I think y'all know on Biggie's song, it's a part in one Biggie song. He say blow up like the World Trade. They bleep that now because he put that in before that happened, and so they bleep because this is not, people died. So I don't understand why rappers don't understand. You should not do wordplay about people who ate people. And I think rappers feel like is they play with the words, whatever. I'm like, but you do. There's a lot to play with words with. Leave the killers out of it. People was pissed at the Dahmer movie. And they wanted to blackball or block movie, whatever. People weren't like, I watched, I think maybe 2 episodes, and I'm like, I can't do this. I stopped. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I heard it was really good. They acted very well. But however, there's a difference in telling a story of something that happened in life than you having wordplay on how you eat people's booties more than Dime. That's stupid to me. I wish rappers would be like, no, you can't use the rapper line. Like, I can say whatever, and I'm just rapping. It's like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. And the same way the families were upset about the movie, you don't think they'll be upset about you kind of jokingly playing around with words when their family was killed. It's like, what? Stupidity. So I feel like sometimes she gets backlash. Even the fact of her, like she was in the D recently and was letting people like eat her butt. I'm like, what? Sometimes I feel like Sukiana picks and chooses when she wants to be, extra, and then she wants folks to also understand that, well, I'm just talking. It's like, ma'am, do not talk about people who was eaten by people. Just don't do it. So I think the backlash she's getting, I think she needs it, because sometimes, no, change the fucking lyric. I think any artist who around here with lyrics about, the people who was, who ain't here no more, like, you don't have to do that. But I also don't listen to her, so I don't care, but I need her to stop. You hear me? Kodak Black. First of all, where's the other one? Because I didn't post right now. Did I save it? He turned himself in, right? Because he was supposed to report to the prison people because he's supposed to take tests for drugs. He's on drugs. Okay, I think we can safely say that. And he was supposed to go to court for a court-ordered drug test. He ain't go. I said, because he's high some damn well. And when the video of him, sitting around here looking very high, look.
I'm the type of nigga, fam. Like it or not, I was a busy person. Like it or not, I do got a big dumb family and motherfuckers in the mention call. Let a nigga know right quick. You know what I'm saying? If that's what they gotta be, homie, just come on, bro. A nigga deserve that, even though for a week. Be like, all right, bro, you have to go to jail or prison, whatever, on next week.
First of all, who are talking to? I said, Lord. First of all, before the video of him came out like this, when I first heard him say, warrant was out for his arrest because he had missed a drug test thing. I said, because he's somewhere high. And then like a day or two later, he went live. He went live on IG, and I said, who recording it? Who he talking to? Why he can't sit still? Oh, because it's high. I say anytime somebody who usually goes and takes the drug test, when they fail to submit to the mandatory drug test, it's because they doing drugs. So when he went to the people, he turned himself in, and the lawyers was arguing that he had like his pretrial check-ins were too strict. You know, I'm like, first of all, if he got arrested for having drugs on him, and so he's out waiting for the trial of the drug stuff, and they said you have to submit to drug testing. He misses the drug testing because it's getting high. To loosen the pre-trial checking, I say, so y'all gonna let him keep getting high? Like, he needs rehab. He needs rehab. It says Kodak Black lawyer Branford Cohen told the outlet that during his pretrial release for a prescription drug case, Kodak has been closely supervised and required to regularly report to authorities for a mandatory urine test because he's on drugs. He failed to appear for the drug stuff, so he was in court. Okay, it said during the proceeding, Kodak lawyer successfully advocated for the removal of the strict pre-trial supervision. The judge said, "Sure, go ahead, but I'm gonna raise your bond from the $75,000 you paid. I'm gonna raise it to $250,000." So he had to pay an additional $175,000. I said, so they let him out. The lawyer said, "Oh, that's a win. He's free to travel. He can tour without having to worry about check-ins." I said, but he on drugs. Why would y'all not require someone who seem like they have a drug addiction to have to consistently check in for drug testing? Dumb. And now he just paid a total of $250,000 for bond. I'm like, sir, judge, attorney, y'all want the monies. Because the lawyer getting paid regardless. I'm like, I would say no. My client, he needs weekly drug tests. And if he tests dirty, send his to rehab. Not because I do feel like prison do get some people clean if they there long enough or whatever. He needs some good old rehab. Cause it's like, why you round? I'm like, who is you talking to? Why are you on the ground? Why?
And then just y'all need what you call it, yeah. Y'all need to bring out all y'all secrets. This ain't got even lawsuit or none of that. Just like,
why he in the dark?
Trust y'all to dictate the beat.
Why he ain't got no shirt on?
Dictate.
Why he's quiet?
I bet. All right. I bet
this man has enough money to pay $250,000 in bond money. But they can't put his ass in a rehab. Whenever they say that, look, y'all know my point. I always say I want people around here to be able to make it to the next day. I want people to be healed from their addictions. That being the rehab. People kept talking about BT being out of pocket for having Moneybagg Yo and G Herbo doing an interview together. Now y'all know Moneybagg Yo, who's the dude in the black jacket. G Herbo was the one in the cream and white. You know, G Herbo was Ari's ex and baby daddy. And Moneybagg Yo was her current boyfriend. Now, I don't think they ever had issues with each other, but I do find it weird. Like, why are they on stage together? Like, what for what? I know they both rap. I don't know any Moneybagg songs. I don't know no G Herbo songs that I know of. I don't know them. But I do think it was weird. Like, I don't want to be hanging out with my old chick, new dude. And plus, Ari and that man always be fussing. Girl, I'm not gonna do it. But y'all know BT messy. I'm not surprised. That's what they do. Okay. Krishan Rock was also at the awards. I'm like, first of all, y'all, she really pregnant. Like, she pregnant. And I just feel like I want to be sure that somebody is always, because man, why is you, what, girl, what is you doing? What is you doing? I'm like, if you don't sit your pregnant self down somewhere, why are you up and standing up barefoot on the car? You could have easily fell stomach first. And I like the fact that she out here living life. I'm happy she not sitting around somewhere sad because, you know, punk ass Blueface is somewhere being dumb. I'm happy she's, you know, out here doing but I want some control, because I feel like once the baby pop out, like, who gonna teach her how to heat up a bottle? Like, is she going to Lamar's classes? Does she know that she has to be like? Does she know how the baby comes out? Like, I really wonder who is advising her on what it's gonna be like to be a mama. Like, did she have a registry? Did she order a breast pump? Has she ordered a crib? I worry about that lady because I'm like, who gonna teach her to be a first? Because Blueface ain't a parent either. So yeah, I don't think he know better. But I'm like, I need somebody to come wrap their arms around that girl and say, ma'am, calm down. I'm gonna show you what to do. I'm gonna teach you what to do. And I just feel like it's just a mess. That's all because I'm like, why? For what? Poor K, don't do that. Don't be around here, you know, at all. And then Blueface, who we know, because he was arrested. You read what it say? He was out here trying to take somebody out the world in Vegas. Well, allegedly, per Hollywood Unlocked. Now, y'all know Hollywood, everything Hollywood Unlocked say, we have to take it with a grain of salt because they still ain't came back and told us why they lied about the queen being dead, which was live. But they said that he gonna plead guilty to that pow that happened in Vegas because he was out on $50K bond. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna. I'm like, really? It say next week rapper Blueface will reportedly plead guilty to 2 charges to be from a pow outside of Vegas strip club that happened last year, and he's gonna plead guilty to avoid prison time. Now I'm like, what if he get like a 10-year probation? Because what do the lonely do? What could you plead guilty to avoid jail time? Which means to me, it's probably gonna be like a long probation. You know what I'm saying? And it's during the court case on Monday, his lawyer reportedly waived his right to a preliminary hearing and told a judge he would plead guilty in district courts to charges of battery and will be as well as discharging a firearm into an occupied structure. I'm like, Lord. Or we have stipulated to a term of probation, and upon successful completion of probation, the felony will be reduced to a conspiracy to make a crime. Can Blueface stay out of trouble long enough to not go to jail? Because when you're on probation, you can't do stuff. You can't get in trouble again. You can't be fussing and fighting with people. You know what I'm saying? And as much as him and Krishan and that, the other big mom too, be fussing or arguing, accepting probation, let's hope you don't get in no more trouble. Because if not, you're going to prison. You're going to jail. trouble. I mean, Krishan and Blueface having a kid is the weirdest shit ever. I don't know why they're gonna do it. Girl, Jesus is gonna fix it. Ryan Seacrest has been announced to be the new host of Jeopardy. I was mad. For some reason, I don't like Ryan Seacrest hosting stuff. Ryan Seacrest is an AI to me. You know, I feel like, you know what? I don't like when they have the same people hosting everything. Like, give somebody else a job. Like, you host American Idol, you left the You show, and like I didn't plan on watching Wheel of Fortune, but if it was a better host, I better tuned in for a day or two. Ryan is like, I feel like even though he smiles a lot, he reminds me of paint drying. Like a pretty lilac color on the wall, but it's still just paint drying. And I really wanted him to hold, like, it's so many people who can do the job. Why Ryan Seacrest? Well, for what? I don't, you know. I know Steve Harvey does Family Feud. Did they pick a person for Jeopardy since the man died? I just don't want it on here. I don't. I feel like Wheel of Fortune. I used to watch Wheel Fortune religiously with my Aunt Willie, may she rest in peace. When I was growing up, we would sit around, not me when I was a kid. I mean, like kid, like like elementary school. We would sit around, we would watch all the little gang shows that came on Saturday nights, Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune. It was all these games. What I watched, so I used to love it. I did, and I feel like I don't want him doing it. I feel like he's gonna ruin it. I feel like Ryan Seacrest. I mean, I guess he's only asking. It could have been. He's an AI. Okay, he's AI. So that's who hosted. I'm not gonna watch it. Now, will they replace Vanna White? That's the question. Will they replace Vanna White? Fivio, is it Fivio or Fivio? I think it's Fivio Foreign. They were saying that man was roofied. It was a picture. I thought we had a picture of it. They were saying that he was roofied. I guess I don't have it. I thought I did, but I don't. I save random things, so don't judge me. I saved the most random stuff to laugh about. But there was a photo of him walking out of a club in Paris, and he looked a little bit like drugged. And he said, can't nobody lace me? I'm a drug baby. I said, what's a drug baby? To say that no one can lace you, no one can slip you a Mickey and drug you because you're a drug baby. I'm like, you should not be out here promoting being is that a crack baby? Is a crack baby and a drug baby was you born of crack? Was you born of drugs? I'm confused. It don't make no sense to me. But he it's a lie. It isn't true. I wasn't around here. Now, it came from TMZ. And they said he was around here. He looked like somebody laced him. But he said he can't be laced because he's a drug. I said, I don't know what that means, sir. It sounds dumb to me. To say can't nobody lace me. You can't lace me. I'm a drug. I'm like, what is that? Who boasts about being a crack baby? Because to me, that means you're a crack baby. Anyway, I told y'all we just running it. What else did I want to show y'all? There's a couple other things I want to do before we get to some main people. Okay, but I gotta be sure that I'm. Wait, first of all, do me a favor, y'all, and like the video, please. Because y'all don't like it is the thing to do. Okay? Now, this dude trial, YMW Melly trial, is weird to me. I don't know if that man guilty or innocent, but I feel like every time I hear something from a trial, it's a bit crazy. It's a bit oompa loompa. Oompa loompa. Shit is weird. Okay. But I'm like, the judge made the undercover person take their mask off. But I feel like if you undercover, ain't you supposed to stay masked? I just feel like if you are undercover, you are supposed to like have your mask on at all times because your identity is supposed to be a secret. And if while in court you take your mask off, don't that mean people then know who you are? Because if he gets found not guilty, he know an undercover cop. That's weird to me. I don't understand it. I feel like somebody should be like, well, just put up a little screening, because folks should not know who he is. I'm like, I don't know. And I know folks was asking why he was throwing up gang signs. He was explaining to the jury about what gang signs mean, like what this sign mean and whatever, because he's undercover. I'm like, I don't think an undercover cop should take they mask off in court. He was sitting in the line before being called to the stand unmasked. Well, that's stupid too. That don't make no sense. All these RICO trials and all this shit is getting more and more weird. I don't know why they playing these games, but people should stop. Okay, if you around here and you being arrested, like the cops should not be seen. Vanessa Bryant secures a $1.5 million victory in body armor lawsuit on behalf of Kobe. Look, Vanessa said, I'm gonna get everything coming for my husband. Y'all ain't gonna play me because he ain't here no more at all. Ain't gonna happen. I respect the fact that even though she don't need the money, because let's be honest, she richer than rich, just based on all, because the thing, based on all the money they had. I'm also sure he had a nice insurance policy, for him and the baby. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she don't need the money. It's the principle of it. Because if he was still around here, y'all would not be playing with me. You hear me? It says in the lawsuits over one of Kobe's most significant investments, Vanessa emerged victorious and revealed disturbing racially charged conversations that took place amid the legal battle. In 2013, Kobe made a substantial investment of $6 million, acquiring a 10% stake in the sports drink company, Body Armor. Years later, the company was sold to Coca-Cola for $5.6 billion. Okay, resulting in a remarkable return for Kobe. Reporting his investment yielded an impressive $400 million. In 2019, 6 months prior to the tragic helicopter accident that claimed his life, Molly Carter, the president of Kobe Incorporated, claimed that Kobe had promised her a 2% share of earnings. However, Kobe vehemently denied making any such commitment. Vanessa stepped up to defend the case and went even further by filing a counterclaim. In her countersuit, Vanessa accused Molly of breaching both the duty of loyalty and the non-disparagement or disparagement clause outlined in her employment contract. Vanessa alleged that Molly had engaged in trash talking directs. She was trash talking the Bryant family. Sue. Get that money. Anyway, she did. She got 1.5. I feel like, look, leave them people be. I know some folk did not like Vanessa before Kobe died, but I feel like that lady out here, and she like, I I think the loss of Kobe and Gigi at the same time, I think for her to stay out of depression, she's making sure to have that legacy be solidified. Period. Our kids, our kids, kids, our kids, kids, kids. You know what I'm saying? Now, I like that she's doing that. It's also teaching the girls to stand up for what's right, even if you ain't around no more. Okay? But again, that lady said, I got it all. Trina. Trina was at the BET Awards. And people watching noticed that Trina was just a bit more thicker, than she used to be. And I told y'all when I watched, I said, is Trina pretty? Not because I don't believe that just because a woman is a bit more thick that they're pregnant. I don't at all. However, when women belly seems pregnant round, and when an artist, because Trina has always been thick, and even when Trina gets thicker, she would dress and wear clothes that didn't really show off how thick she was. And when I seen her walk out on stage, I said that outfit is not forgiving. And I'm not saying that her body looks bad. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, and what I think is a fact, Trina walked out and Trina looked pregnant. And when she did this performance, she also looks pregnant because Trina's belly looks round like a person does when they're pregnant. And because we've seen her in the past be a bit thicker, and when she would still be sexy, but the clothes would, fit the body the right way. And I said, ma'am, Trina came out in a tight onesie, and from the side, all it gave off was pregnancy. And I also feel like because we have so many celebrities, and I said this in my review thing, we have celebrities who do pregnancy reveals performing. I was like, maybe she was announcing she was pregnant. But can't nobody tell me that when they were doing a fitting for the award, for this thing, no one looked at her from the side. Can't nobody tell me that Trina did not look at herself from the side. So you know what? Maybe I would not wear a body-hugging, tight-fitted jumpsuit. I would wear a loose-fitting jumpsuit. I would wear something that fits my body. I'm a big girl. It wasn't Trina's body. It was her. It's what she wore. No one was fat-shaming her. It's what she wore. Even what she's wearing here is someone. Because the thing is, when I seen this video, I said, oh, maybe she is pregnant. And now she's showing y'all the baby bump. Is what I thought. And her rep said, no, she's not pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Her weight fluctuates. Cool. Ain't no issue with that. I feel like women, our bodies fluctuate. We be plump, small, big, whatever. No matter your size, you are supposed to dress for your body. And who's ever dressing Trina, and is not saying to her, Trina, you know they're gonna say you're pregnant, right? And if she then said, I don't care, then cool. But don't make it seem as if we crazy for saying, is she? I'm confused. But again, Trina said no. The rep said no. Her weight is just fluctuating. It ain't nothing wrong with that. But don't make it seem as the fans who wondered because you look pregnant. Ain't nobody putting a baby in her belly. She looked pregnant. Trina's face don't look fat. Her ass or her ass. But her belly looked like someone who was pregnant. When Cardi B came out with Culture and with Lil Wave, when Rihanna came out with her, with RZA, and then when Beyonce came on stage, and people have been known to walk out on stage and debut a belly bump. I thought that's what it was. But again, she not pregnant. Okay, it's just some way, and she looks fine. But you can't act like the clothes you wearing would not make someone think maybe she's pregnant because she's thicker than a snicker. Angela Bassett will be getting an honorary Oscar. Now, is that a snub? Because I feel like she should have been got an Oscar. But the Academy recently said, hey, Angela, who's 64, will receive an honorary Oscar at this year's Governor Awards. I want them to give her the goddamn Oscar. You hear me? Point blank, period. Okay, now also a few people will be getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Otis Redding will be getting one this year. Jane Krakowski will be getting one this year. I'm just going to go by all the people. Angie Martinez. Okay, she's getting one for her radio stuff. Who else is it? Eugene Levy. Do y'all know that? Y'all know that's that man dead. He's a good actor. I like him. Eugene Levy was getting one. I don't know this man. Ken Jeong, I think he's fun. But did you die? I like Ken Jeong. I think it's funny. Kerry Washington. I love Kerry Washington. Okay. Yeah. Mario Lopez, Slater, AC Slater, we're getting a little thing. Okay. Does he host any? Isn't he like a TV show host? Because why couldn't he host Wheel of Fortune? Anyway, I don't know this man, but he getting one. I don't know these people, but they getting one. And our auntie Cheryl Lee Ralph will be getting her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Yes, I love it. Also, Chadwick Boseman. Oh my God, I'm still so sad. Y'all, Chadwick is dead, y'all. Anyway, Chadwick Boseman will be getting one. Michelle Yeoh will be getting one. Chris Pine. Chris Pine is a handsome white man. I like him. Okay, I like Chris Pine, but Chris Pine will be getting one. I don't know this man. Kevin, I don't know him. I don't know. I don't know this man. We'll be getting one. Okay, Gal Gadot. I mean, okay. Because this is the category for motion picture. I mean, I'm going to move past that. Wednesday, Christina Ricci will be getting one, and also Maggie Gyllenhaal will be getting one. Okay, now Dr. Dre will be getting one. Dr. Dre. Do people not remember that he was? Anyway, he be getting honored like Lord. Okay, Gwen Stefani. This is the people in the music. Okay, Gwen Stefani, Darius Rucker from Hootie and the Blowfish. Charles Fox. I don't know him. Sammy Hagar. Def Leppard. Tony Braxton, what were you thinking? Did you know that your husband? Did you know that your girlfriend? Come on now, Tony Braxton. Tony the Voice Braxton. Look, Tony earned that. I'm not saying anybody else has not, but when I said, oh, come on now, Tony. Come on now, Tony Braxton. Also, Brandy. I am so happy for Brandy. Look, y'all don't know. Look, to me, Brandy is a whole legend. From her on Thea, her on Moesha, the movie she done, the album she put, the fact that she was Cinderella. Okay? The fact that she was Cinderella. Impossible. Impossible. Come on now. Impossible. The world is, I love it. Okay, I'm so happy for Brandy. Okay? She's from my era. And then somebody named Glenn Ballard. I don't know who that is. I don't know that man, okay? But again, a whole bunch of people were beginning their stars on the Walk of Fame. I'm gonna cover a few of the people because I like them. Okay. Let's get into some stuff, that may not be the best. A St. Louis woman was arrested after chasing down her sister's stolen car. Pow with the thieves in the car. And then having a bonfire. First of all, I was confused. Because I was like, I was confused. So the story says St. Louis woman was recently arrested after chasing down her sister's stolen car and did a thing. Okay. Upon the crashing, she walked up to the car because she caused the stolen car to crash. So upon the crashing, the lady walked up to the car, pow the people inside. 32-year-old Francesca Jones, charged with 3 counts of first-degree assault, 3 counts of armed criminal action, and 3 counts of endangering the welfare of a child. Okay? It say Jones was driving with 3 children in the city suburbs when she saw her sister's 2020 Dodge Challenger, which had been stolen the day before. When she saw the stolen car, she took a pursuit of it, went on a whole car chase with the thieves, with 3 kids in the car with her. Stupidity. She was hit in the back of the car. They crashed into a truck, ran off, the thing caught on fire. And it say 2 of the thieves was in the car, tried to escape the burning car. She got out of her car, walked up to them, opened fire. One of them pow at her back. So y'all up here having the whole shootout like it's the OK Corral with children in the car. It's stupid. Stupid. And now she in jail with a $750K bond. I said, first of all, you dumb. It don't make no sense. I feel like, you can call the police. You had to have a shootout with the people in the car. It's stupid. Dumb. And I'm like, ma'am, according to your face, you have already been burned in some sort of way. And I don't think it's from this fire because the burns on her look healed. Why you do that? For what? For what? Don't make no sense. Okay. The lady who, Susan, last name I can't pronounce, who was charged with taking the life of AJ Owens. People are upset because she was only charged with manslaughter and not murder. Y'all do know you have to have enough evidence for a certain charge. And if you do not have enough evidence for that charge, and let's say you still charge them with that, you would lose. If the evidence they have supports, manslaughter, they should go with that because they can win that. So it's not as if she's not getting charged at all. The charge just happens to be manslaughter. Okay, so that's that on that. I want to get to. Do I have it? I thought I saved it. Yes. Carlisha Hood, 35-year-old Carlisha Hood, and her 14-year-old son were originally arrested and charged with, murder. Because in the damn store, she was fussing with the man. I don't want to leave it up too long. She was fussing with the man, and the man was crazy enough to hit her over and over. And the first story was the lady texted her son and said, "Get up here, bring my pow pow, kill him, kill him." That was the first story. It's always a reason why sometimes I sit and I wait before I report on stuff. Because I was like, well, that is insane. Why would you call your child that's crazy? Well, turns out the person allegedly who was saying all these things was the dude who got taken out's girlfriend, who was up there laughing as her boyfriend, who was 32 years old, was pummeling and punching this lady in her face. And so they first arrested Carlisha. Is her name Carlisha, right? Yeah, Carlisha and her son for, Jeremy, because the dude name is Jeremy. Jeremy's in a white shirt. And he's saying, like, if you don't stop talking, I'm gonna beat you up. And then he proceeded to put his hands on that lady. I want to get something that's not. I don't want this is a video. Well, turns out that lady did not call her son up there. Turns out, why is it still saved? It turns out her son was already there. He was standing in the door. It wasn't a thing of her calling him up there. And the fact that the police arrested, I'm like, the video was out. There was proof of what had happened. It happened in Chicago. And luckily, 5 days after being arrested for defending themselves, because again, the son is 14, pow boy to protect his mother. Look, if that was me and my mom, headshot. You gotta go. You gotta go. Period. Done. I do not feel that son did anything wrong. Nothing. And we have to learn, like, that's why I don't fuss with people no more, because people crazy. And that lady fussing with that man about whatever in the restaurant did not give him the right to punch her in the face like 3-4 times. And when her son saw it happening, and he pulled out the you know what I'm saying, for the thing, he was protecting his mother. The mother and son being arrested, so he was bull stuff, because if anyone watched but again, I'm thinking it was because the witness was saying she texted her son. It made it seem as if it was some simple. She called for backup. And the son came and did whatever. It's like, no, he was already there. So I'm so happy that the charges against the mama and the son were both dropped. The mama is now suing. She's filing a lawsuit against the city of Chicago, and she should, because had they took a moment to say what happened, let's see the footage. Because seeing the footage would have shown that the deceased person was the aggressor, not the victim. Like, she was a victim. She was the victim. Period. And the fact that her 14-year-old son has to deal with not only seeing his mom be beaten up, him having to pow somebody, him being arrested and being put in jail for like 5 days. Like, that's traumatizing. All of it. And I'm sure the police wasn't all nicey to them. She absolutely should sue. They're absolutely going to have trauma from this. And it's unfair that women have to feel like we can't even speak up and defend ourselves without worrying that the man who's fucking with us is going to try to beat me. I'm happy she got a lawyer. I'm happy she's suing. Give us some money. Sue the restaurant too. Own the franchise. Because seeing the video and realizing all the people standing in there and no one was saying or doing, I'm like, I can't imagine. And this is tough because I feel like people don't want to get involved in situations because you don't know what someone may do to you for trying to help. So you don't know if you trying to help the lady to get you killed, because I get that. But I also feel like in life, sometimes a quick little, hey man, let's just stop. Hey, this stop. Let it get up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't have to be all that at all. And I didn't need to hear her press conference. Once I saw the fight, I said, let her go. Why was she arrested? Why was she arrested? Why was her son arrested? Hey, my daddy would have been shooting. Okay, he would have stepped. You know what I'm saying? But it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like sometimes the cops are so quick to. I'm like, no, it was easy to see she wasn't the aggressor, and the girlfriend who was allegedly lying, saying the lady texted her son. I'm like, man, how you know? How you know? I feel like the most she could have, because it's still developing. The most she could have did was text her son, who was in the car outside the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she may have called him in from outside, but it wasn't as if she said, hey, you at home, drive up. No, he was with her. And if I'm in the, like, my nephew DJ is 17. And I've said in the past, I'm like, DJ, if you are out somewhere with Grammy or your mommy or me or whatever, you come with us. Not because he's the protector, but sometimes you have to be. And it's unfortunate that people don't have home training. Because the dude who was fighting her should have never did any of that. Period. It's insane that people don't know you can fuss and argue. But once you are a grown man trying to walk up, the lady wasn't no threat. She wasn't going to fight you. She was standing in a corner fussing with you. She did not allow you to bully her. And because your manhood was attacked, you physically attacked the lady, and now you at where you at. You at where you at. So the mama wasn't wrong, even if the mama I think the boy was out in the car. Even if the mama said, "Hey, can you come?" If the mama gun is in the car, hey, bring me that thing. Because he in the car. He in the car. And I'm up here fussing with a dude who was getting more and more aggressive. Son, bring me my thing. The fact that the son came in the door and had to start pow-powing. Nah, B. Nah. Nah. Because she was held for 5 days. It don't take 5 days to confiscate the cell phone footage. People was the restaurant should have had footage. I feel like they listened to the girlfriend, and it was somebody who was deceased, and they went with it. Nope. Plenty of people. The case with the other case we were talking about, the lady the white lady who shot the lady at the door. The police did not arrest that white lady. So I get you saying because someone was taken out, but no, they could have easily worked the crime scene, asked questions, and the minute someone say, "Man, it was arguing," and he started beating her up, and the son came in and defended his mama. You know what I'm saying? They should not have been held for longer than a day. I give them a day because I watched the first 48. Okay, and y'all said they say it takes in the first 48 is the most important. The first 48 hours, cool. I would give them because it happened there. They were detained and held while a bit of the fact of the matter is the only reason they got out was because the footage got out to the public. That's it. So yeah, sue all of them. Sue everybody. The police, the firefighters, the ambulance people, the restaurant folk, the Uber people, anybody around the Uber, everybody. Because there was no reason, in my opinion, that she should have been held for 5 days. Her son being held for 5 days. It's like, no, ma'am. Nicki Minaj also spoke about it and, and bigged up his son for doing what he did. You know what I'm saying? And she also said, I would love to, pay for his college if he wants to go to college. Cool. That's great. But yeah, I'm like, no, people, look, when you have to stand up for yourself sometime. And, it can get a little bit messy. One of the Nick Cannon kids, I never know which kid birthday he at unless I see the mama. One of the kids turned one. First of all, Nick Cannon, a lot of his kids turning one. A lot of them. Why is my thing being done? I'm trying to unthink it. Refresh. Hopefully my computer ain't gonna be acting crazy. But again, he turning one. Let him be that. I think there's only one. I don't care about Ralph. Did y'all see this?
To see it, you feel me? Love to see it. Hey, man. Great. Great. What's up, my man? What's up, man? What's something they're gonna talk about 10 years from now? I can the years. That's what I keep pushing. Keep pushing, man. Yes, indeed. I'm on your line when I get out of here too. I know what you got going on. Yo, man. Cut me in or cut it out. Hey.
I loved seeing T.I. once say, "This is monumental." You know what I'm saying? And we gonna look for in 10 years. That will be a moment to be talked about. And I also heard him say to Offset, like him saying, "I know what you're going through." You know what I'm saying? You know, cut me in and cut it out. You know what I'm saying? No, it was being broadcast on a news show. It was like on the news. There was recording things backstage. I think T.I. know a lot about one dealing with marital issues, cheating scandals, and stuff. So I do feel like, you know what I'm saying, even, being beefed out with somebody and kind of whatever, but I like him saying, cut me in and cut it out. People thought he said cut me in or cut me out. I'm like, no, he said cut me in and cut it out. Because he was saying, I'm going to call you. I'm going to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And look, T.I., you know what I'm saying, isn't the best. T.I. doesn't have the best track record. However, I also feel like T.I. is an OG in the rap stuff. He's lived through things. He's been through whatever. I feel like we have to allow OGs to just talk to some of the youngins or whatever, because sometimes that's who they can relate to. You know what I'm saying? So, T.I. has done some things, okay? He's been in jail. He's almost got divorced. He has went through a lot. And people sometimes does not understand. You have to talk to people who's been through stuff in order for you to really know they're going to give you some sound advice. And T.I. sometimes be real weird or whatever on stuff. But I felt like him saying, T.I. wasn't even aware that he was going to record it. So it wasn't like, he was like, hey, I know you want some things. You know what I'm saying? Cut me and cut it out. Love it. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. Even when, Busta Rhymes, I like it when the OGs are trying to help the younger crowd, the younger people know, hey, I've been there. Let's talk. I can advise you to not fuck up like I did. Because let's be honest, T.I. has fucked up some things. A lot of things. You hear me? A lot of things. And so for him to say, hey, talk to me. Let me know. Let me let you know some things because it's a thing to do. This is unfortunate. Okay. The lady in Texas who was in an Uber and thought she was being kidnapped, and then pow, the Uber driver was arrested and charged with murder. I am always aware that when you travel somewhere, you're not familiar with the area, like things can be a little, you can get a little bit nervous. You know what I'm saying? Also, if you don't speak the language. To me, Texas has a lot of Spanish-speaking, people. Sometimes there is a language barrier, even if they speak English. Sometimes they don't speak, the best English or whatever. And she was saying, I was in the Uber. I was going to meet my boyfriend at the casino, and we was driving down the place, and I think something that said something in Mexico, and she thought he was kidnapping her and taking her to Mexico. Now, this is my thing. People know, they say if you in Texas and you close to the border, like they do that sometimes. So why I feel like she really could have feared, because she don't know that man. She don't know that man. So she could have feared that he was taking her somewhere, Because one, she not from around there. You think you in Texas and you see something that say, hey, they go Mexico. Now, I'm not saying she didn't have a right to be scared, but I'm like, did you ask him a question? I do feel like you can't pow somebody without asking, you kidnapping me? And if he would have said, no, that we not going that way, we keep them straight. We keep them straight. So I feel like unless she asked him and he ignored her and she kept asking him and she was panicking, and because he didn't answer, she then said, pow. Like, if she was asking him and he wasn't responding, that's what kidnappers do. When I first heard, I said, if she was talking and asking them questions and he was not saying, no, we're not going over there, we're going straight, I'm not going over there, that would do it for me. So I need to know what was a conversation. Also, I feel like, because she was pow with him in the car crashed. They said, I think before she called like 911, that she sent pictures to her boyfriend of the scene, which made it seem as if, well, you wasn't too afraid. But I'm like, I also feel like if you think someone kidnapping you and the other kidnappers can come get you, I got to call somebody to let them know what happened. Because when the popo showed up, the boyfriend was there, like with her or whatever. And she was interested. So she over there in jail in Texas. Her name is Phoebe Copa. She's 48. The guy name was Daniel Padilla Garcia. He's 52. And he was taken up by sport. But again, I feel like she's from Kentucky, in Texas, visiting the boyfriend, was going to meet him in the Uber, and saw a sign that said like Juarez, Mexico, and she thought, he gonna take me to Mexico. I'm getting kidnapped. While people in Texas may feel like, well, where she was at, it ain't. She don't know about the closeness of it all. She don't know. So a part of me feel like it could honestly have been she thought she was being kidnapped, and she called the boyfriend. They said she texted the boyfriend. Let me see. She texted the boyfriend. It said before calling 911 to seek help from authorities, Copa took photos of the bloody and injured man and texted them to her boyfriend. And he then drove to where she was. It said the unidentified boyfriend drove to the location to pick her up and was helping her out the car when the cops arrived. It can go either way. Because I feel like, is she a hit woman? He was an Uber driver. I feel like it's something about it don't make sense. Something about it don't make sense. Because she had a gun on her, cool. She was like to carry, cool. But why take the man? It's weird. It's weird. Because if the boyfriend had a car, why didn't he not come pick her up? And why would she take the Uber? Like, she had no reason to do it. It's weird to me. It wasn't as if he was some rich man. You know what I'm saying? He's an Uber driver. But that's also why you should not go anywhere where you're not comfortable enough to, just be somewhere. Because to get so scared by just seeing a sign that said Mexico. It's weird. Anyway, we'll see what else happens with that story because I'm like, it's a little bit weird. It's a little, I'm like, what's going on? I don't know it. Now, my last couple stories. Diddy, who was suing Diego, the liquor brand, he was suing them. They then said, "Man, well, fuck you." The label, the brand is now cutting ties with him and saying he on some bull stuff. They feel like Diddy right here lying and acting as if like he ain't getting what he need to get. Okay, it says the liquor brand is ending the 15-year partnership with Diddy, following the music mogul and entrepreneur's racial, because Diddy suing them for racial discrimination, and because of that, it's like Bravo and Nene. It's like Bravo and Nene. Diddy sued the company last month, okay, and said they ain't doing enough. Okay, the company has responded to the lawsuit and said, hey, we deny any of that. Okay, this lawsuit is a sham lawsuit. It's fake. It's some bull stuff. They said Diddy has amassed nearly $1 billion from their partnership, but now wanted to extract billions more. And they asked the judge to dismiss the case or order that it be resolved through a private arbitration process. But in the meantime, they have permanently decided to cut ties with him. Because bad faith actions have clearly breached his contracts and left us no choice but to move to dismiss his baseless complaints and end our business relationship. He has repeatedly undermined our partnerships and threatened to publicly defame Diego if we did not meet his unreasonable financial demands. So they're basically saying Diddy was out here trying to, say, give me the money. Give me the money. Now this is the question. If Diddy has made $1 billion, does that mean he's not supposed to get more? I will say when Diddy first had to suit up, I felt like he was saying he ain't really made no money. If you have made $1 billion, $1 billion from them, how are they not promoting your shit if you made $1 billion? That's confusing to me. Because I want $1 billion. Also, when you are in a partnership with a company, a brand, a business, or whatever, you're not supposed to speak about them in any negative or derogatory ways. So, if we are in partnership, but you're telling the world that we're racist, that could ruin our business. Other folk would then not want to work with us. I'm not saying they not. I'm not saying he lying. What I'm saying is, I thought what it meant was he wasn't really making that much money. It was not really being promoted. I'm like, sir, if you have made, now, let's say, for instance, if he's made $1 billion, but let's say some white person has made $100 billion. I mean, okay, but if you made $1 billion and the white folk have made, let's say, $3 billion, that could just be because their brand is better. Their liquor tastes better. Okay, so it's weird that they're saying he ran her own BS. He did it because we would not meet what he wanted. So he's now publicly, coming at us like Nene in Bravo. Nene did not want to take a pay cut. Nene wanted more for what she thought she was worth. Bravo said no. And after being in business for 15 years, Nene said they're racist. Yeah, this and that. It's the same thing. But them saying he's made $1 billion. It says Diddy amassed nearly $1 billion from the partnership, but now wanted to extract billions more. And they don't mind, something happening, but you can't sue us. Either dismiss the case or make us go to private arbitration. Lord. Y'all think Diddy needed more money? Also, why did he always? I've had Ciroc. I like the watermelon Ciroc. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. I don't like all the other ones. Okay, but Diddy gonna be in court and they're gonna try to get some money. Jonathan Majors filed a cross complaint against his assault accuser, alleging that she attacked him. I kind of knew this was coming because they were saying that at first. They were saying that in the car, that's what happened, and I don't know. But the fact that he is now filing a cross complaint against her for assault, I was like, Lord. Now, it's alleged. Okay? He will reportedly file a domestic violence complaint against his assault victim, Grace Jabari, because she attacked him and not the other way around. She's alleging that he broke her finger, twisted her arm, and struck her in the ear, causing it to bleed. Back their court cases on August 3rd. What I feel, I'm not y'all know I want it to go to courts. What I find funny is not funny. Funny is the right word. When the stuff first happened, they kept talking about he strangled her, but his current charges they did not keep the strangulation charge. A part of me feel like it says, I looked at it says Majors was initially arrested on charges that included strangulation and release. Later that day, the strangulation charge was dropped, and he only faced the charges of misdemeanor assault, aggravated harassment, attempted assault, and harassment. And I felt like, why is nobody bringing up the fact that they were making it seem as if he choked her out, and that wasn't true? And not saying nothing happened, but a part of me feel like, where did the strangulation come from? Because if he did that, why isn't that a charge still? And it's gonna be hard for him to, because some folk will always believe he's aggressive, he's violent, because of the first report that came out saying what he did, which does not match what he was charged with. And the fact that they're trying to say, well, she did most of that shit. It wasn't really me. I didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why he's going to do the counterclaim, because you attacked me, got drunk, allegedly, hurt yourself while being drunk, and now I'm in court fighting for my life. So I want all of it to come out in court. I want it all to come out in court, and let the proof of evidence be what everyone's opinion is based off of. Okay, little Neyo and the lady he cheated on his wife with the second time. Neyo and Sade, the mother of the two kids, they're in court now. Okay, Neyo and mother to two of his kids fight in court over custody agreement. Singer wants the judge to order a DNA test for the newest baby, because they already had the DNA test for the older boy. He now wants one for the younger boy that she just had, and wants to give the kid his last name. Neyo just want, girl. Neyo, I can't. Neyo was also someone I can't look at the same no more. You know what I mean? Per Radar Online, the 43-year-old is disputing with is it disputing or feuding with the mother of the 2 kids he has, named Sade, over the legal rights of the young kids. It is reportedly the legal drama began after Neyo born Schaefer. Is it Shamir? That man, isn't that Shamir? Shamir Smith, Lord. He filed a paternity test against Sade last month. Okay. In the document, it said he claimed to have 2 kids with her. Sons Braden, who was born in 2021, and then Brickton, who was born in 2023 of this year. Neyo also asked the judge to have DNA test done on Brickton to establish him as the father and to give the boy his last name. I'm like, so did she give him, if you had one baby with him and gave that baby his last name, why wouldn't you get a second baby your last name? You have to wait. Maybe you want to wait for the DNA test. Because who knows? Who knows? We don't know. It says he's reportedly bumping heads with her over his desire for joint physical and legal custody. He had 2 with Manietta, 2 with her, and I think he has either 2 or 3 kids with Crystal. Do y'all think Sade don't want him to have joint physical and legal custody because she wants child support? Is that the singer also wants the court to determine how much and when he should pay child support? I mean, the children are here. I mean, ain't most child support monthly? Sade submitted a counterclaim asking the judge to only grant Neyo joint legal custody, seeking primary physical custody for herself. Meaning, while he would have a say on decisions with the kids, she would control the visitation. I mean, you put yourself in this predicament. She said he gave the kids every other weekend and alternated holidays. And she also asked for the court for temporary and permanent child support, as well as reimbursement for a fair portion of any medical, educational, and girl. She wants the it like the money. It's for the money. It's the money. It's the money. But that's what happens when you cheat on your wife, create 2 children. You have to not fight for your right to be the parent to that kid, because you should. If you would have stayed home with your wife, it wouldn't have been an issue. But you had to be around here being stupid. I told y'all Nick Cannon kids was being hard. Nick said he wants to prep all 11 of the kids to be around each other. The fact that Nick Cannon kids don't really know about each other, because it's too many. Girl, he want to introduce kids until before they find out on their own. First of all, most of the kids too young to find anything out. Only Moroccan and Monroe and maybe Golden. 3 of the 12 kids are the only ones old enough to realize shit. He dumb. Georgia man drops $80K to make himself taller after Crush rejects him. That's stupid. That's dumb. I don't want to be taller. That's a waste of money. Congratulations to Sammy. Sammy is going to be a father. Singer Sammy will be welcoming a baby girl with some lady that he's with. Okay? I feel like, wouldn't that happen? You know? But congrats, confetti, to the baby on the way. Okay? And I feel like, y'all, that's it. We done. Okay? I had no show planned, and we've been here for almost 2 hours. Okay? Did y'all have a good time? Okay, now look. I don't know if y'all know at around 9 o'clock, come look and see if she live or not. If stuff is happening, I'm going to be live. Okay? I'm probably going to be live. Probably. Okay? So come back tomorrow. I hope y'all enjoy the nights. You know what I'm saying? I feel so bad when I don't have like all the graphics that we have to share from IG, but I think it's fun as well. You know what I'm saying? And like the video, okay. Share the video, okay. Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, or TikTok. Okay. Subscribe to the channel. So I'm going to go chill out because I'm tired. I am tired. Because of that work. Okay. But I will see y'all tomorrow, 9 times out of 10 at 9 p.m. on the cone. Okay. We have a little time. Okay. I love you all. Have a good night. Stay safe. And until next time, I got to go. Bye, y'all.